preventative health. Now, something I'm always talking about is how to reverse certain issues once you already have it. But lately, within recent years, I have been heavily into preventative health. Now, I've always been into it, and I'm not talking about for myself. I'm talking about the type of services I offer. Um, it's we talk about so like let me gather my thoughts. This is why I need to start taking notes before I go live. But so many of us wait until it's too late to start making better choices towards our health. We wait until we are sick and almost have to get on medication, or have to get on medication, or is presented medication. We wait until that happens in order for us to start taking our health serious. So I don't want to talk about if you are already sick. I want to talk about what you can be continuing doing or start implementing while you are already well. All right. So it's all going to start with testing. The best way to know how to eat for yourself is to do a food sensitivity, a food allergy, a gut microbiome test. Am I missing one? Those are the top three important tests. I think I did miss one. Let me go back. Blood grouping test, blood grouping test, food sensitivity and food allergy test, gut microbiome test. Um, I still feel like I'm missing something. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. Next time I'm have notes. And these are things I did these tests myself. Gut microbiome, blood grouping test, food sensitivity, and a food allergy test. I'm going to say it again. Blood grouping test, blood grouping test, gut microbiome test, food sensitivity, and food allergy test. This is the best way to know how to eat for yourself. What I mean by that is, we follow all of these diets. I know I did, and I'll talk about it. I'll probably do a story time on why I'm no longer plant-based. But we always, as humans, we have a tendency of following diets. And we can be doing a diet that is not serving us, that is not aligned with our body type, with our body chemistry. Okay? So starting with those tests can truly help you. If you had to just choose one, I would say go ahead and do the go ahead and do the blood grouping test so you can know your blood type, and the food sensitivity and the food allergy test so you can know what foods you should avoid. Now, going on further in your journey, it is very important to do a good, not a good, girl, what is wrong with my words today? It is important to do a micronutrient test. When you do a micronutrient test, it's going to tell you what vitamins and minerals you are deficient in. I'm just going to throw this out here. I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I don't want to overwhelm anyone. But when we get a micronutrient test, sometimes testing our bloods is not enough. Sometimes we have to actually get inside the cell to see what we are deficient in. But, you know, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. So this leads me into the conversation I want to have tonight. When it comes to preventative health, we're going to start with testing, knowing how to eat for our body chemistry, knowing what we are allergic to, what we have a sensitivity to, what our blood type is. These things can help. Now, what I've noticed is as life went on and I got those tests done, I've learned to not make this a cult, not make this a ritual, not make this just this thing where I'm like, oh my God, like I'm worrying myself, I don't know what to eat. So for instance, I'm not supposed to have watermelon or peaches like that. So it's recommended that I have it in moderation. So I'm going to have it in moderation. Now, there are some things that I'm just totally allergic to, like soy. So I just strictly avoid soy and things that have soy in there. However, if I'm out to eat, or if I have a snack that I like and it has soy or something in there, I'm going to have it. I'm not going to worry myself. So eventually, you know, quite naturally, when we get, if you are a health conscious person, quite naturally, when you first get those tests done, you're going to want to be very, very strict. And that's okay. It's okay. I think that's a part of the process. But as time go on, you just realize, okay, let me listen to my body and let me just be in reality. I can't avoid everything. And honestly, when we are in a place where we are avoiding everything and we are trying to be so perfect, it can cause stress. Okay, it can create stress and an unhealthy relationship with food. But if you have some flare-ups, if you begin to notice some imbalances in your body, you know to always revert back to those tests. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So that's something we can do to prevent certain issues, certain health issues from developing in our body. Y'all, I don't know what y'all doing on a regular basis to take blood cleansing herbs, but it is so important that we do so. And I'm going to talk about why it's so important to be taking herbs that are blood cleansing. It is important because when we are taking blood purifying herbs, roots, whatever, this is reducing our chances of developing diabetes, unhealthy blood pressure. It's reducing inflammation. Drinking, consuming blood filtering herbs can help remove toxins from our body. It helps to it promotes a better oxygen flow throughout our body. Okay, it has so many benefits. And with us facing so many things on a regular basis, like the chemicals in the foods that we eat, the chemicals in the products we wear, even the clothes, you know, the clothes, a lot of the clothes, the material from the clothes have harsh chemicals and stuff in there, and it's being absorbed through our bloodstream. So it's very important that we are taking herbs, roots on a daily basis that's going to help cleanse our blood. This is a way that we can prevent certain things from happening. Taking these blood cleansing herbs on a regular basis can reduce your chances of developing blood diabetes. When the blood is thick, like syrupy thick, like this is this is this is due to an amount of acidity and toxicity in the body, and this is where herbs can come to the rescue and help to reduce that from going on, stop that from going on, help that from going on. I'm trying to make sure I choose my words carefully. Another thing that we can do is exercise. I am recently back in the gym super consistently. One day I'll get to talking about like why sometimes my weight is up and down. I'll talk about that. I am trying to get on track. I'll go into detail a little bit. Yeah, my cortisol levels are fucking my cortisol levels are so high. My cortisol levels have been messed up since my son got into this world. He has autism, and it's really, really hard to mentally overcome the stress that I experience with him. I used to go to the gym like 2 days a week. I've increased it to 5 days a week, and that's really, really helping me. So going to the gym can help with you know, proper oxygen flowing throughout the body. It can help with reducing cortisol levels. It can help lower cholesterol, blood sugar, blood pressure. Exercising is so important, and we don't want to just exercise by lifting weights, we want to also make sure we're doing cardio. It's so important. It helps to build endurance. It helps to build endurance. And that is so important. And it also helps with flexibility and mobility. So exercising is something that we need to be doing to make sure that we are preventing certain issues from happening. And let me be specific. What I mean by this is preventing diabetes, preventing high cholesterol, preventing high blood pressure, these things, preventing fibroids and reproductive issues. So we don't want to wait until it's too late to start making these changes. We want to go ahead and start making those changes now. When it comes to a micronutrient test, it's going to tell us what vitamins and minerals we're deficient in. When we know what we are deficient in and we correct it, it can help with so many issues we have or pre-exposed issues we have. For instance, you have some people who are diabetic, you have some people who are pre-diabetic. When you're right there at that pre-diabetic stage, and if you go ahead and start doing what you're supposed to do, you are preventing getting on medication. So these are just, you know what, I'm gonna redo this video. I'm gonna keep this up here because I guess this is me brainstorming. I'm gonna be real organized next time. I'm gonna have some notes because I really want us to stop waiting until it's too late to start making changes when it comes to our health. If you are looking for something that's going to cleanse your blood, the Woman Wellness Tea is handcrafted by me. You see those little things like that? It has dandelion and burdock root in there, which is known for cleansing your blood, reducing inflammation. It's excellent for women who have period cramps, who have acne, who have gut issues. It gives you a boost of energy. It helps with brain fog by giving you mental clarity. It has vitamins and minerals in it. It's just an amazing blend of herbs and roots. I would love some feedback, y'all. I'm kind of all over the place, it feels like, with this video, but I will come on here another time, more organized, so that I can have a whole list laid out. And I was inspired to do this video because just my community is so many people, and you may know that there, it's people who have all type of chronic health issues, and they have to be on medication. And if you think about this, a lot of it could have been prevented had these people implemented healthy lifestyle choices and habits, So that's my video for today. I'll see y'all on the other side. Peace.